Shabbat Shalom. This week I come to you from the cold of New York City, but also from the warmth of standing just outside the Lubavitch World Headquarters, 770 Eastern Parkway, a place from which I've derived and continue to derive so much inspiration in life. This Shabbat we complete the book of Genesis and we read the portion of Vayechi. The word Vayechi means "and he lived," a very strange name for a portion that actually talks about the demise, the death of Jacob, our forefather. And the reason why we call it by a strange name is because we have to understand the definition of life according to Jacob. We often think that life means riding the wave of success, living it up, having a good time, being surrounded by the most idyllic circumstances that are conducive to the best form of lifestyle. But Jacob defined life as a commitment to values, living up to one's ideals, being committed to the depths of Torah, of Yiddishkeit. And therefore, even in the most difficult environment of Egypt, a place that Jacob detested as a society, so much so that he asked, "Please do not leave me to be buried in Egypt, but lift up my bones from here to the promised land. Don't leave me in this terrible place." Jacob knew clearly what a terrible society Egypt was. But why we see the life of Jacob in these last years is because, notwithstanding the society that they were surrounded by, Jacob sent ahead his son Yehuda. They established a yeshiva. They created an environment of Judaism, of living Judaism, so that generations would be cultivated and would grow, committed to the values of the Torah, notwithstanding the environment and the society around them. This is the message of Jacob's life. Where do we see that he really lived? We see it not in the most ideal moments of his life, but when he was surrounded by difficulty and challenge. And nevertheless, he raises this magnificent family, generations committed to the values of the Torah. This is how we see the true life, the meaning of Jacob's life and what he bequeathed to us. And the message to all of us is that we should not get carried away with imagining that life is about finding the most perfect circumstances that make us feel good. Life is about being able to establish ourselves and our families in whatever society and to live up to the ideals of the Torah, notwithstanding what is taking place around us. That is why on Friday night when we bless our children to be like Ephraim and Manasseh. The boys were born in the difficult environment of Egypt and nevertheless were raised to live up to the Torah values. We bless our children. May you be like Ephraim and Manasseh, committed to the values of our Torah, even if the environment around us is not so perfect. May we live and truly live and understand that life is not about the perfect circumstance. It is about how we respond to those circumstances with strength. Have a beautiful Shabbos.